Good morning, children. Today we will study about the topic liberalization of foreign trade and foreign investment. A very good example given here is about the Chinese toys. We know that Indian government imports Chinese toys from China. Now suppose Indian government put a tax on the import of the toys, then what will happen? Those who wish to import these toys, they will have to pay more tax. Why? Because the Indian government have put high tax on the import of toys from China. Because of this tax, buyers who have to pay a high price on imported toys, so buyers now will have to pay a higher price for the imported toys. Now Chinese toys no longer will be cheap in the Indian markets, and import from the China will automatically reduce. Indian toy maker will prosper. So we have studied that by increasing the import tax, the Chinese toys will become costly. Now tax on import is an example of trade barrier. So this is basically called the trade barrier. Tax on import is a trade barrier. It is a type of trade barrier. Why? Because some restrictions have been set up. It is called a trade barrier because restriction has been set up so that the Chinese toys will become costly in India and the Indian toy maker will grow or prosper. Government can use trade barriers to increase or decrease foreign trade and to decide what kind of goods and how much of each should come into the country. So it depends upon the government to increase the trade barrier. If they will increase the trade barrier, then the foreign trade will become costlier and import will become costlier and foreign goods will not come into the India. So the government can either increase or decrease the foreign trade by increasing the trade barriers or decreasing the trade barriers. The Indian government after independence put barriers to the foreign trade and foreign investments. So after the independence, the Indian government put barriers of foreign trade and also the foreign investment. Why? To protect the producers within the country from foreign competition. This was done by the government so that the domestic producers will be protected from the competition from the foreign companies. Industries were just coming up in 1950-60 and competition from import at the stage would not have been allowed these industries to come up. So Indian businessmen were increasing their factories from the year 1950s and 60s. Competition would have increased if the import barriers would not have been put by the government and the Indian businessmen would not have grown properly. Thus, India allowed imports of only essential items such as the machinery, fertilizers, petroleum, etc. So, at the time after independence, the government allowed only the import of essential items like the machineries, fertilizers, petroleum so that the needs of the country will be fulfilled. You should note that all the developed countries at the early stage of development, they use these import barriers to protect the domestic producers and increase their economy. So in the year 1991, some far-reaching changes in the policy were made in the India. So in 1991, the changes were made in the policy of the India. The government decided that time had come for the Indian producer to compete with the producer around the world. So from the we have studied from the 1950s, 60s to 1990, the Indian businessmen have grown much, Indian industries have also grown much, and now the government recognized that the Indian producers are strong enough to compete with the producers around the world. It felt that competition would improve the performance of the producers within the country since they would have to improve their quality. The government also felt that if there will be competition, then the Indian producers will also improve their quality and they will also learn the new technology of the production.